All right, and now we're in the Blues video. Welcome back to Belmont Bunch. This game never happened. This game never happened. We did get a point in the standings, but nobody can explain. Like, nobody remembers. So, we're going to talk about this other game that also made me feel like a clown. And that's the Blues game. All right, so let's get into another 1-point night for the Islanders. Once again, kind of similar to the Ranger game, great first period. Or should I say, wonderful first 19 minutes of the period. That last minute, not so great. But let's talk about the first 19 first. Islanders come out, and they look like they are engaged. That'd be the word I use, seeing as I just said it. They look like they're ready to go. They were prepared to play the best team in the Western Conference, the defending Stanley Cup champions, in their building. And they bossed them to start it. We get a goal to start the game from Jean-Gabriel Pageau once again, on the power play no less. Oh my God. This is great. 2 goals in 2 games for Pageau. The power play now has consecutive goals in consecutive games. What's going on here? And this is also, I got to give credit, Matt Barzal finds Jean-Gabriel Pageau, who had kind of like burrowed into the middle of the Blues defense. And there wasn't like a tight window for him to shoot. And he gets a great shot off that beats Binnington to the far post. All right, here we go. Later in the period, pass up the ice by one of the Blues defensemen. Picked off. The Islanders clogged the neutral zone very well. Barzal carries it into the zone. Finds Lee ahead. Just like kind of slowly pokes it ahead to him. Lee, great job of using his size and boxing out the Blues defenseman. Finds a streaking Jordan Eberle into the zone. Jordan Eberle one-on-one with Binnington. Deke, backhand goal. And it's 2-0 now. And there's only a few minutes left in the first. And I'm watching this with my friend Dan, who's sort of been in the videos before as a disembodied voice.
We don't like to talk about Dan.
No.
Yeah.
But
and if you're watching, well, Dan's not watching this. Never mind.
No. So it's 2-0. Late first period. Everything's going right. And then Johnny Boychuk, with about a minute left, you did not just hit my camera.
Your camera. Your camera.
Sorry, that was a Ryan Pulak shot that found its way to the camera. So Johnny Boychuk, who's very well known among Islander fans, who are extreme nerds and only pay attention to things that don't matter, gets his big slap shot ready, not to shoot on goal, to shoot into the zone just to get it in deep.
If he could shoot on goal, that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean he could do that better than Pulak can. Pulak's like. Oh. Well, Pulak's galaxy braining it. He's like, if I hit it directly off the board in this exact look. Anyway, so Johnny Boychuk goes to slap the puck just to get it in deep. He's at the red line. Either he didn't look up and see a Blues player right in front of him, or he thought he could literally put it through the player, which with his shot, maybe. But unsurprisingly, it doesn't do that. He hits the Blues player, who then gets it up to Ryan O'Reilly, and now they're in behind the defense with a 2-on-1 because Johnny Boychuk is still up the ice. And this 2-on-1 turns into a Braden Shen goal in which Greiss has no chance to make the save. And this is Greiss' first start since February 13th against the Nashville Predators. That did not go well. 6 straight starts went to Varlamov, and nothing Greiss could do. Really good for his confidence when you give him no chance to make a stop on this one. And then it just gets better, because remember I said they played a whole minute of terrible hockey in the first period. So they give up that goal. Ensuing face-off, there ends up being an icing on the Islanders. Pucks in our own zone. Islanders win the defensive draw, and with about 30 seconds left, the house is shaking. Oh, it's Ryan Pulak at the house. Brock Nelson just flips it over the glass. Delay of game penalty in our own zone. And it's just a needless penalty. There's times, maybe when footsteps are going upstairs, you can maybe hear it in the video. There's times where maybe you have to take a penalty because if you don't, they're going to score, or you're doing it to like save your team from giving up a really big opportunity. Brock Nelson's just casually like, da 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 da. Oh, it's over the glass.
That's not the first time he's done that either.
Not the first time he's done that. Really stupid penalty. Delay of game penalties, really a killer because the Islanders scored off of a power play that was created by a delay of game. The Blues do not score on this. But as I said in my blog post, see below, the Islanders, it was almost like this minute from at no point later in this game would they ever get anything going again. And you might say, Tom, that's a little bit harsh. They had 5 shots in the next 44 minutes. That's not bad. What are we, the Detroit Red Wings all of a sudden? We had 1 second period shot. Miraculously, Greiss saves all 10 of the Blues shots. But you could tell, even in the second period, and this is where I'm going to get a rare dig in at Barry Trotz. The game plan to me was faulty. You play a perfect first period for 19 minutes. And then it seemed like they played reactionary hockey because what I mean by that is now it's 2-1. All right, you still scored 2 goals in the first period against a very good defensive team. Maybe you should keep pressing. Your forecheck was good, your pressure was good, your energy was good. The Islanders decide, and I'm saying decide because they didn't look tired. This looked like a decision made by the coaching staff that the players were then executing. So you can't fault the players if this was the game plan, but it's just dump and chase the rest of the night. And I understand that in the third period when it's late and you're up by 1. When you try to do that for 40 minutes, 41 if you count the last minute of the first period, it's not going to work, especially against a playoff team like the Blues, who are the best team in the West. I don't understand this game plan. And the Islanders lucky to get a point because Thomas Greiss plays pretty well. They do a decent job of keeping some of the chances to the outside, which is a big part of the reason they don't lose in regulation. But late in the period, another one of their telltale defensive woes this year is not getting the puck out of the zone. With 2 minutes left, Nick Leddy pokes a puck off a Blues stick. The puck, this is a little bit of bad luck, puck stops on the line. So no offsides. Then they walk into the zone. Ryan Pulock, a lot of Islanders congregate to one area. Again, bunching up, not good defensive shape in my opinion. Ryan Pulock gets it off the stick but not out of the zone, and it just falls right to Vince Dunn, who just slaps it in. Very similar to the Zibanejad game winner in that we're getting pucks not too soft of plays to get the puck out. That doesn't get the puck out. Puck's now just rolling softly towards a player that came right off the bench with a whole head full of steam and just slaps the hell out of it. And on this one, there is more leeway for Greiss because there's a lot of traffic in front and the guy got all of it. So again, 2 goals in, still not Greiss's fault. Kind of just bad play of trying to get the puck in deep and then not recovering by Boychuk. And then this play where they're not getting the puck out of the zone. The defense, our blue line is in shambles, and we didn't have Andy Green because he gets hurt in the Ranger game, and you could tell because Noah Dobson played like none of this game. You could tell they have no confidence in Dobson right now, and he's barely playing. And so that puts a lot more of a strain on your other defensemen to play more, and they're not even playing that well. I miss you, Adam Pellich. I miss you a lot. So in overtime, this time around, the Islanders were more interested in not giving up a goal in the first minute, understandable, and being very, very conservative, all about possession. There were a few times where they turned and took it back into their own zone because they didn't like what they saw coming into the blue zone. I am fine with that. That's fine. The strategy in the overtime, I thought was okay. So as much crap as I give Trotz's game plan for the last 40 minutes of regulation, overtime strategy, not bad. You don't want to have a repeat of the Beauvillier play from the other night, but luckily for the Islanders, Beauvillier was there again, and he did lose them another game. I'm not going to put it all on him. It's hyperbole. Anthony Beauvillier, by the way, the Blues have the puck. It's Colton Parayko, large, hulking defenseman, not slow, but not known for his speed. And you have Anthony Beauvillier, small, fleet of foot, incredibly fast, and somehow he gets outskated by Colton Parayko, noted hulking large man, gets around him and wraps it in. Greiss has no chance. Parayko's I mean, part of him being so big, shut up. Part of this could go on Taves because there's a little bit of a miscommunication where it's obvious Beauvillier gets caught flat-footed and Parayko is around him. Taves is still down low with a chance to make a play on it, and Taves doesn't adjust. He just fell off the skateboard. The worst director in history, everyone. So they scored and the game was over then. Beauvillier gets...
That's what happens in overtime, you know?
Yeah. Beauvillier gets beat, gets outskated by Parayko. All right, not good. And then Taves doesn't have the vision. So yeah, that's the game. We're just gonna move on to the 3 stars before anything else goes wrong. All right, so the 3 stars of the week and the Beauvillier of the week. Oh wait, har. All right, so Jean-Gabriel Pageau, 2 goals, 2 games. Generally looks fantastic and already got thrown out of a game. He's on his way to being a fan favorite. Jordan Eberle. Offense has been great. He's been scoring goals at a good clip. 2 goals as well this week. A power play goal. Also, Pageau had a power play goal too, so hey, pretty good. Matt Barzal, 4 assists in 2 games. Playmaking abilities there. It's almost like if you put players with him that can score, his point totals will go up. Crazy, I know. Sin bin, art done by James. I never perfected that, Ari. I never perfected that, the S thing. So Beauvillier kind of lost us 2 games. I mean, you know, he just had the glaring mistake that cost us both games. There are many players on our team that are very good at not making the glaring mistakes, but they'll make a lot of mistakes and that they won't get scored on. Beauvillier this week was the man with the plan. What a stupid line of thought from me. So yeah, he basically cost us 2 games with giveaway in the first one against the Rangers. Second one, just getting beaten by Colton Parayko. Don't do that. So that's it for this week. That's the end of the video. Like and subscribe and tell everyone what I want you to tell them. I don't know. But a great editor.
Wait, no. I'm a great director, you have to admit. Anyway.
But anyway, shut up. Nothing's going right. All right. We got the Bruins this Saturday. Sunday? Saturday. And you know, we're going to be raising Butch's banner. Unfortunately for Butch, gates open at 11:30. So that's what my dad said. Unfortunately for Butch, you know, the fans probably want to go get hammered. I'm like, nothing's stopping them. We're Islanders fans. 11:30 is nothing. It's nothing. Let me tell you. This fan base will be sloshed by 9. I guarantee it. All right.
That's actually a pretty good.
It won't be sad. It's going to be amazing.
Wait, Donald, is that you? Where is
it's going to be absolutely fantastic. All right, so